Hey guys, Disloader Magic here, and it's finally time that I wrapped up the spoilers for Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. Now it seems most people really don't care about this set for multiple reasons: wallet fatigue, not wanting Wizards' hands screwing with their favorite format, Commander, because the last couple Legends sets did so well with that, and Horizons. Or they just don't like the mechanics. I know I really don't, but I did pick out the most noteworthy cards, because there's like 200 more since the last video I made or something. I'm not covering all of them, and the comments are just kind of whatever. A lot of them are obviously for Pauper, but a lot of them are for drafts, so like, you know, whatever. But first, quick little channel update. I do obviously, want to continue uploading to this channel, but Magic is doing worse and worse, and now that I have another job, it's like, oh, okay, I can calm down a little bit and don't just feel like I have to do 1.5 videos a day just to pay the bills. Because even if I did that, it wouldn't. But, I hate seeming disinterested in stuff. So I'm going to live stream more because that last live stream was an absolute riot. Oh my gosh. A lot of people showed up. We had tons of fun. Just messing with people with silly decks in Mythic League and just watching them get mad and time me out just because I stole every single creature in play one card at a time. And then beat them with their own deck among other shenanigans. Endless trigger stacks while they're trying to get above 90%. It was pretty funny. So even with zero respect for the game, I can still, have some fun. So watch for that, and since I'm going to be live streaming way more, maybe if you haven't turned on notifications in the past, turn them on just for that. But otherwise, this channel ain't going anywhere until Magic completely dies. And even that, I might just cover general card games or something, I don't know. So stay subscribed, or subscribe if you're not, and, if you're new here, you might have noticed I have a little bit different perspective on things in the Magic world than the average person who just pretends like the game's not completely and utterly on fire and Wizards isn't completely incompetent, because they are. But with that said, let's jump into the spoilers. So first up, we got Displacer Kitten, and I included it because it's a kitten. But also it has Avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to one target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control. So an automatic flicker whenever you cast a non-creature spell. That's kind of insane. But it is a 2/2 for 4, but it is in blue. Next up, Pact Weapon. Here we go. The mythics in the set are absolutely nuts. 4-cost black artifact equipment, and as long as Pact Weapon is attached to a creature, you don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. But that's it. Commander damage, infect counters, running out of cards. You still lose, but you don't lose for going down below 0. Kind of annoying, kind of reasonable, kind of interesting. So whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it, and the creature gets +X until end of turn, and you lose X life, where X is that card's mana value. And then equip, discard a card. So you drive your life to 0 or below, and then that creature goes away. Yeah, you're in trouble. So this is like Platinum Angel Jr., but it's also really powerful. Now the problem is you give it lifelink and you're fine. It completely offsets. But it's almost like a free equip cost, but you lose a card. I mean, there's a lot of pros and cons. It costs 4, it's not the cheapest thing ever. I think it's actually kind of interesting. I think it'll be pretty popular. Next up, Kindred Discovery. This thing is wild. Plus the art. At least I haven't seen anything from that crazy person behind Faithless Looting and that other god-awful one from Capenna. Now see, this right here, this is talent. Anyway, it's a 5-cost double blue enchantment, and as Kindred Discovery enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature type you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. Now, it doesn't say you may draw a card, you're drawing a card. So you might deck yourself, but, 99 plus 1, or 2, or 3, or whatever the hell they've come up with at this point. Plus cards outside the game, thanks Wizards. Yeah, okay, you should probably pull something at some point that wins the game, but, there's always graveyard recyclers. But yeah, this is pretty good. Now it's 5 though, and it's blue, so it's not like the most playable in every deck, but boy, this is probably one of the best tribal cards I've ever seen. Just don't play this with Merfolk. In fact, don't play Merfolk. You're a terrible person if you do. Next up, Baldur. Ooh, I just included this because it was cool. I'll be honest, I didn't even read the card. I saw Baldur, I saw Mythic. Let's read it. So it's a 5-cost 5/5 in red, creature, demon, and flying, and whenever Baldur attacks or dies, choose one or more. Each mode must target a different player. Boy, this is so multiplayer heavy. Not everybody's into that. Target opponent draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. Target opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact, and Baldur deals damage to each opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand. Ooh. 3 cards at random might be kind of annoying. Like, what if they're holding 5? Like, do you roll a 10-sided die that you may or may not have and divide by 2 and then do it 3 times but with no repeats? Like, that's just kind of tedious, annoying, and brings the gameplay to a halt, but What a coincidence, and works perfectly and instantly on digital. It's almost like they're targeting that and forgetting about any kind of playability or ease of use in anything lately. In any format, in paper. That really is a shame. I can barely track the stack of 300, triggers going off with like Angel Life Gain in standard, let alone any of this craziness. Next up, we've got Ancient Copper Dragon. Somebody told me something about the Ancient Dragons being OP as balls that I'm going to hate them, so I purposely haven't read any of them yet. Every time I saw one, I just dragged it into the folder. So let's see, we got a 6-cost creature Elder Dragon, 6/5 flying, and when it deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. Great. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. Yeah, the typical red playing, dragon playing treasure douche would probably play this. I'll warn you right now, I don't care who your play group is, you're getting kicked out if you play this. Treasures are garbage and so are you if you play this. Treasures are ruining the game, do not support this crap. So, next up, Storm King's Thunder. Triple red plus X, instant, mythic. Whenever you cast your next instant or spell, this turn, copy that spell X times, you may choose new targets for the copies. They literally put Storm in the name just as a big middle finger to everybody. And then it's a spell cloner, and you can only light it off if you have way too much mana. Like, for example, a Treasures deck. So just awful cards supported by awful cards. What else is new? Welcome to Magic the Gathering 2022. Next up, very interesting card here, Stone Speaker Crystal. It's a 4-cost colorless artifact. You can tap it for 2 colorless, and then if you pay 2 and tap it, sacrifice Stone Speaker Crystal, exile any number of target players' graveyards, and then draw a card. This is very utility. I almost wish this costs 3. I feel like this wasn't even designed for Commander. It was designed for Draft with this set, and that's a shame, because this looks pretty utility, but I don't know. I haven't memorized every card that exists going back to 1993. Maybe there's already a better version of this. But it says any number, so and target players, so you could just say, well, you and you, but not you and not me. That's pretty good. Next up, huge card here, Traverse the Outlands. I don't know if this was in the original leaks because I remember something like this, but this is a landfall nuke. So unlike the last landfall nuke, I know there's another one. This one costs 5 instead of I think like 8 or whatever, but yeah, 5. Keep that in mind. So sorcery. Green, of course. Search your library for up to X basic land cards, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control. Put those cards onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. So you got an 8/8, drop in 8 basic lands, and get 8 landfall triggers potentially. Or more. It could be 16, could be 32, who knows. You get like anything from landfall in right now, let alone origins out. You just play this and win. So for 5, that's a little much. I think they went a little too high on the power here, even for a Commander. It's just too good when paired with landfall. Next up, we got Barroom Brawl. It's a 2-cost sorcery. It's rare, and target creature you control fights target creature the opponent to your left controls. Yes, they actually did that. Then that player may copy the spell and choose new targets for the copy. So, haha, funny card. I mean, it's almost an uncard. They care about physical location of where you're sitting. I know that I think there is like a to the left on like MTGO. They somehow like added that. It's just, it's a little fourth wall. It's a little meta. But yeah, you can fight the person to your left and they can fight the person to their left, and it goes on and on. Haha, funny, chaotic brawl scene from a sitcom or something. I'm not really feeling it. I mean, it's Commander, have fun, okay, cool, but like, yeah, it just gives me bad vibes. Next up, Vexing Puzzle Box. There's a Mythic, it's a 3-drop, and it's obviously from the movie series Hellraiser. I don't know, Puzzle Box seems generic, but it was either from that movie series for sure, or Kaladesh, I think, had puzzle boxes. But I guess D&D does too, I don't know. I've never come across one. But yeah, whenever you roll 1 or more dice, so we're doing that again, 3-drop by the way, put a number of charge, I can read, a number of charge counters on Vexing Puzzle Box equal to the result, then tap it, add 1 mana of any color, roll a d20. Okay, and then you can tap it and remove 100 charge counters from Vexing Puzzle Box, that's part of the cost, because it says colon. Search your library for an artifact card, put that card onto the battlefield, then shuffle. So an artifact fetch that's this roundabout. In a d20 dice rolling Commander deck. And it's a Mythic. Am I missing something? Like, this just doesn't look good. I don't know why they wasted a Mythic slot on this, but whatever. I mean, it's a 99+1 singleton, like, artifact tutor free cast. So, you know, it's still a roundabout. Oh, next up, I'll go to another one. Ancient Bronze Dragon. I'm not sure I even got all 5 of these. I assume there's 5 plus. But anyway, we've got a 7-cost green Elder Dragon here, 7/7 flying. Whenever Ancient Bronze Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. When you do, put X/1/1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures where X is the result. Holy crap, that's ridiculous, but this doesn't have haste or trample or anything too insane. Unblockable, hexproof ward. I mean, you can get out giant creatures with Commander. It's eternal. I mean, whatever. I just don't like really any of these dragons so far. So next up, Marut. Why did I add this? Because Maruts are cool. That's it. It's an 8-cost 7/7 artifact, creature construct with trample, and when it enters the battlefield, if mana from a treasure was spent to cast it, you're a jackass. Also, create a treasure token for each mana from a treasure spent to cast it. So in the lore, you obviously hire the Marut with money, right? Wrong. That's not at all how it works. You can summon one. Otherwise, you have to make a contract, sometimes involving money, but then if you break it, then the Marut comes after you. I don't really see the connection here. But the Inevitables are cool. And that one mission on D&D Online where you have to, race the Inevitable. Oh my gosh. I almost wish they would have made this stronger. Next up, Sculpted Sunburst. Sunburst is one of my favorite spells of all time. I mean, I do think this set's cool. It's just I'm not going to buy it. Anyway, 5-cost white sorcery, choose a creature you control, then each opponent chooses a creature they control with equal or lesser power to the one that you chose. So you could choose way down, something with 0 power, or the biggest, everybody just keeps 1. Either way, or you could choose nothing, because the second part is, if you chose a creature this way, exile each creature not chosen by any player this way. And of course in the art they nuked everybody but the cat, which I can support. So pretty interesting new board wipe. This is definitely utility. Next up, I'll go to another one, Ancient Gold Dragon. It's a 7-cost, 7/10, okay, in white. Elder Dragon, of course, flying, of course, and when it deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20, just like the rest. You create a number of 1/1 blue fairy dragon creature tokens with flying equal to the result. Oh my god, if you're playing blue-white flyers, you're already kind of pushing it, but this is up there. 7/10, they felt that was necessary for some reason. You still gotta have it out for a turn, you still gotta get through, and it still costs 7, but still, I just don't like these. Does anybody like these? All I heard from my Discord server was that everybody hates it. And hilariously enough, that is it. So I might cover the Commander deck spoilers, so it's the Commander cards from a Commander set called Commander Legends. Yeah, I'm sure there's a big difference. Cards specifically for Commander versus cards designed specifically for Commander. I don't get it. I didn't see why it was necessary. I guess they just thought, well, if we're already selling Commander players some stuff, we might as well try to sell them a whole deck. It blows my mind that some Commander players would not enjoy deck building, because I don't think 99+1 Singleton is for you if you don't enjoy deck building. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Everybody's different, and I've said it since I started this channel. It's not net decking to say, that deck looks interesting and fun and I want to play it. It is net decking to say, I have to play the best deck in the world. I will go to any means necessary to play it because I'm entitled to win and I need to be the best and I need to beat everybody because I'm an immature person who doesn't care about fun or other players' enjoyability. That's a net decker. Somebody who's just like, I work a job and have a life and have a family, but I still want to play Magic. I'm just going to download a deck that looks fun and play it. That's not net decking, even though you got the deck from the internet. I know, it's confusing. So if somebody wants to walk in and just go, oh, this looks fun, that looks like an interesting theme, or me and my friends want to play Magic, I'm going to buy, all 4 of them, or 3, or whatever there is. And they should be somewhat well-balanced, which, you're in for a surprise if you think that, but okay, sure. Or you just want a starting point. It's a pretty good value for the price. So I'm kind of on both sides. I'm in camp, I don't need Wizards to build my deck for me, thanks. Okay, I'm not an idiot. And I'm also on team anti-wallet fatigue, so stop giving us more crap to buy. And plus Modern Horizons and all the other Legends crap, wow, that went really well. They totally didn't just have to turn around and ban Diregraph after banning the wrong card after thinking that anybody in their right mind wanted to play Dredge or against Dredge or have the word Dredge ever brought up ever again. They're so out of touch with the player base because they live in their own little worlds because of their politics. They ban everyone that says anything bad about them, and then this is the result. They just get a bunch of lefty ass kissers who care more about their politics, and then we get this trash. Well, whenever any company basically gets woke and goes broke, or in Wizards' case, gets even more woke and goes even more broke, eventually, like, look at Netflix. They just fired, I think, like 160 people, and it was the most loudest, obnoxious activist morons, or purple-haired freaks who just won't shut up about their crazy, twisted worldviews. At a certain point, the board, the stockholders, the owner, the I don't care, the management, they start cleaning house. They're like, okay, enough with this political crap, enough with what if they cancel me, I better listen to them, I just want to make money. And they clean house and sweep. So the sooner that can happen, the better. But you know, with like diesel prices, shortages, and the economy is about to go to shambles everywhere worldwide, they could just blame it on that and say, oh, it's just like COVID. No, it was bad card design that killed the game in the last 2 years. Wasn't really COVID, I'm sure it didn't help, but like, come on. And then they just got more egregious and attracted the worst possible digital players and targeted whales, printed more secret layers. It's like they've done so much bad stuff lately. It's just horrible. So the faster they can get a clue and have Hasbro say what is going on, take a closer look, have their investors just up their butts with a microscope, saying, okay, I'm done reading your stupid reports. What is actually going on? You know what? If you want to know, call me up. Didn't work for those, is it Alpha Fox or whatever, those morons, but yeah, you want the inside scoop? You got some investors who want to know what's really going on when they start losing money left and right because they're losing players left and right. This isn't sustainable. Yeah, tell them to hit me up. In the meantime, I'll be uploading twice as many videos to my new Emergency Survival Tips channel because it's actually making money and growing, unlike anything related to this god-awful game. Now that said, I'm going to keep uploading here, but I might go to like comedy content or, you know, more just gameplay, like whatever you want to see. If you want to see something specific or you want me to continue an old series or whatever, I'm curious what you guys want to watch. So leave that down in the comment section, send me an email, hit me up on, I don't know, I'm not on any socials, so good luck with that. But it's not that hard to get a hold of me. So thanks for watching this wonderful video, and I'll see you guys next time.